Are your Be Prepared crisis management optics available should something happen to you? My name is Loren Weisman. I'm a brand communications and optics strategist. Now, you never know when someone is going to go on the attack, whether it's a competitor, whether it's somebody that's angry with you, an ex-employee, an ex-partner, whatnot. However, if you know certain things that somebody might attack, and you know what their perception is and what your intention is, or for that matter, the truth of the matter, to have those optics readily available to counter if need be is a great idea. This can come in the form of a video that you put up. Maybe it's not something that's going to go trending wild, but it's something that you stand by. Let them be able to dig. Let them be able to see a response, and oftentimes an older response. It could be a blog. It could be an article. It could be some stuff that you automatically know to heart. But if somebody was to come pounding at you, are you going on a defense, or are you pointing them to the elements that you already had prepared? This can be a great route of crisis management. If you have someone like myself or someone in PR, publicity, look across the gamut of you and see certain things and identify something. Okay, what's this? Okay, this could cause a problem maybe. This could cause a problem. Someone could take this out of context. Somebody could use this to fire a little attack on you. And depending on how you respond, even if you're in the right, it can be harmful to reputation. It can be harmful to the online reputation. It can be harmful to whatever deal that you're putting together. So this sort of preemptive, preventive maintenance optics of having someone look across who you are, ask you the questions, and then say, it might be great for you to have a short video or a long video or a blog or a podcast that talks about these elements. Now, you're not talking about it in a crisis management way. You're not talking about it in a counter-response defense. You're simply sharing, this is something that's, this is something that happened. This is a little bit more about what happened. This is, the proof of it. And in that, it may disarm, dissolve, and just deaden any kind of attack down the line. Now, other people that don't prepare for these things, they get an attack, and then they're going into, if they're big, a news cycle of trying to respond, of trying to flip the story, of trying to sometimes convince even when they're coming at a place with the truth. You look at certain individuals, you have that line where it says, a lie can get around the world, it can fly around the world 3 times before truth takes off from the airport. And that is often, unfortunately, the truth. So to take the time to have the elements inside your communications to prepare for those people that might come at you, and having those responses, and also dated responses, that this is up there and out there and was up there prior. This person did this, and they're coming on the attack. And as opposed to some kind of quick counter response or counter defense, I don't know why this person is saying this. Here, let me point you to an older article. Let me point you to a video. Let me point you to something that we discussed about what this was about. And having them understand with a little bit of time, a little bit of endurance, what happened. Optics matter. And especially when you're growing something, when you're building investment behind it, many people get destroyed, their stories get destroyed, not because they lied, not because they even did some of the horrible things that maybe they were accused of, but more so how they responded, how they didn't respond, and how they didn't prepare for those type of people that are out there. Because there are those type of people out there. They're going to attack, they're going to punch, they're going to try to drag you down. Maybe it's an ex-partner, maybe it's somebody that doesn't like you, maybe it's a competitor, maybe it's just an evil person all around. So prepare your optics with constant, continual, uniform content that showcases, if they might be able to attack on these things, here's your defense, and it's an advanced defense that may help you in the long run.